Guys, I don't think you understand how angry I am right now. I've just finished watching episode 3 of the Traitors Australia, and I could strangle someone. Not literally, figuratively. But I'm genuinely so upset and so angry at how poor this gameplay is that, like, my mind is actually just blown at how stupid this play was. Because, oh god, it's so it's making me so angry just thinking about it. Damn. Damn, this is really, really tough. This is really, really tough. Before we get into the video, guys, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500, and I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but every single number counts. You guys are fantastic. I'm loving the feedback in the comments. I'm loving you liking, subscribing, doing all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. And let's just keep that train moving. Let's keep going up and up and up and up. I want to hopefully be at 500 by the end of Feb. That would be ideal. But obviously, we've got a long road to get there, and every single person counts. So, we've got a lot to talk about. Yeah, tough times in this episode, I gotta be honest. We've had two traitors warring with each other, which was a lot more chaotic than I expected. And we've seen traitors go up against each other in the UK version. Hasn't always worked out for them because people start to cotton on to the fact that traitors are going for traitors. But this one, it was frustrating how oblivious the faithfuls were to what was actually going on. Like, it hurt. Because when in the UK version, it's cleverly veiled. A traitor taking out another traitor is cleverly veiled. This bitch just got lucky. This little wiener just got lucky, and I can't hack it anymore. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to finish this series. I genuinely don't know whether I'm going to finish this series because I can't stand his smarmy face. It actually is angering me at this point, and I'm trying not to get actually angry on here because not good. But it's getting me worked up, I tell you that much. So, at breakfast, Ash is very worried about Guyton's rogue vote. Obviously, Guyton's voted for Ash because of the whole plan. Didn't really work, but now it's got Ash thinking, hang on a minute, what's going on? And the person that she needed to get answers off of walked in next at breakfast, Luke. And she said, who's been floating my name around? He goes, Sammy. And immediately she's like, fuck. This guy is meant to be on my team and he's stabbing me in the back. Oh my days. Oh, it's tough. But obviously Luke's saying that because he thinks that Ash is now suspicious. But he also wants to sort of keep her close, keep her on side, which I completely understand. I think that's very, very smart. But it is just getting a bit frustrating because also it's funny because Sam just thinks she knows nothing about this plan and is going to be blindsided, but she's already been warned and now she's got a whole day to prep. So Sam, you better be on the watch. You better be on the lookout because she's coming for your ass. She's coming for you. Not literally, figuratively. Okay, a couple of suspicions for you guys. Roja is suspicious of Paul. Sarah is suspicious of Camille. And Ash, while she was in a car with Luke, Roja, and Hannah, basically dropped Sam's name in as a potential suspect. So she's getting started on that work. She's getting going. She's getting booted up. I'm excited to see her put her plan into full effect. Only time will tell if it works, though. But until then, onto the mission. So the mission today was very, very reminiscent of a season 1 challenge from the UK version in which they were asked riddles in a confessional and then they had to find the matching answer on one of the people in the audience. I don't know what they called that, like the parishioners. I don't know, whatever. But it turned out to be quite a tense racing challenge purely because they locked people in coffins and made them unlock them by finding keys. bloody hell, this was quite a dark and twisted trial, I gotta say. I really wasn't expecting people to get locked in coffins. That's tough to stomach. Some people, that is some people's worst fears realized right there. And honestly, I would not have wanted to be in that coffin. Actually, to be fair, I probably would have gone to sleep whilst everyone is just cheering and shouting outside. I probably would have gone. So yeah, probably wouldn't have lasted very long in that challenge. I'd have zonked off. So yeah, the riddles were fun. A lot of them were like, at first, but then when you actually thought about them, when they said the answers, I was like, oh yeah, of course it is. Fucking hell. I'm just being a bit stupid. But yeah, the challenge was fun. They managed to make £16,000 and blue team won. Red team got 3 out of 5 correct. And if I'm not wrong, this is Ash's 3rd time being on the winning team, which is actually really, really funny. So, what can you say? What can you say? So, they went to the shield place, and Liam ended up with the shield. They're still doing the we're not telling anybody strategy, which I actually just think is a bit boring. It's a bit of a boring gameplay strategy, I personally think. But, it is what it is. So, this is where things got messy. Because we've now got Sam and Ash campaigning against each other, trying to rally votes. Sam is going very, very hard with his strategy. He is going around to everyone, trying to get people to move on her. He's trying to convince Sarah, Gloria, Simone, Paul, literally so many people to try and vote for her. And I gotta say, it's looking desperate now. And I'll come to that in a second. He also tried to get Blake on side, and even Blake was like, I don't know. Is taking out another traitor at this point in the game beneficial to me? Or is it just beneficial to Sam? Because Sam's going to be the one leading this charge. He's the one that's going to get the good heat from it. I won't. So is it beneficial for me? Blake, no, it is not. Safety in numbers. Safety in numbers. If her name gets brought up around the round table naturally, then maybe you can hop on and agree if things look to be going that way. But I don't understand why you would target your fellow traitor when there's been no suspicion on them. It makes sense for in the UK version. It makes sense for Paul and Harry to go for Ash because Ash had already been under scrutiny in the previous trial. It made sense for Paul to go for Miles because he was under scrutiny because of the whole Diane situation. It made sense for Harry to go for Paul because there was already a lot of suspicion around Paul and he was a detriment to Harry's game. It made sense. This is a move that does not make sense, and I think that's what I'm struggling to get my head around, is that Sam is currently acting illogically in a very logical game, and that's what's frustrating. Like, we're only episode 3 and you're gunning so hard to get a traitor out, and you're also telling people, no, I know she's a traitor. I genuinely do think 100% she's a traitor. How do you know that? You haven't been able to give a single scrap of evidence to anybody, and it's beginning to make Annabelle and Luke very suspicious of you because they're thinking, hang on a minute, why are you riding on this bandwagon so hard trying to get her out? That doesn't make sense. It's not computing in my brain what's going on here. And I think that's part of the problem, is that he is not making sense. He's just going, oh, it's Ash, oh, it's Ash, oh, it's Ash, oh, it's Ash, oh, it's Ash. And everyone's just going, oh yeah, it could be, to be fair. Oh yeah, to be fair. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I believe it. He's almost like brainwashed them. And yeah, it's really tough to watch because I do like Ash. I thought she was playing a very, very good game. And from before Sam started dropping her name, not many people were very suspicious of her. So Sam kind of did that himself, and it's just uncomfortable and difficult to watch. But then Ash got her own back. She started planting some seeds of her own, which I thought was very, very impressive. I think she didn't quite do as well as Sam at planting those seeds. She managed to get Rohan on side. She managed to get, oh, well, I thought she got Ian on side. Hannah, etc., 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 and then got them to like go around and listen to everyone's business and report back. And I thought that was interesting because it does make her look slightly suspicious in that sense, but also I think telling them that she thinks that Sam is a traitor is going to plant seeds in their brain as well, which is obviously very, very helpful. Ash basically saying that Hannah could be a traitor, and I think Gloria was like, oh, I think Hannah's a traitor, and Ash was like, well, if you think she's a traitor, you've got to get rid of her, as a sort of like, well, you if that's what you think, you got to vote for her, you got to go for her, you got to shoot. I don't think anything was meant by that other than you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to vote this way, you have to vote this way. I don't think that's what it was, but yeah, it was frustrating, and it was difficult to watch, and I knew inevitably what was going to happen, but it just really sucked that this was all caused by a little Rottweiler called Sam. Ugh. So, if we're looking at the round table as a whole, I personally think there was one side that was a lot more persuasive than the other side. Ash started out and gunned straight for Sam, which was a smart move, I personally think. And she started by bringing up the fact that his performance after Corinne's banishment was very fake and very performative, and it basically made him look like a traitor, because why would you be that sure that she's a faithful if you're not a traitor? That's the logic there. It's good evidence. It's good things. We've seen in the past that traitors can tend to be quite emotional when they vote someone out that's wrong, and it's a proven fact. We saw it with Harry in season 2 of the Traitors in the UK when he cried after Johnny's exit. It's a proven fact that people get upset when innocent people, like traitors, get upset when innocent people are voted out because they knew they were innocent and they liked them. So, good evidence. Sam then fired back and said, well, your personality's changed. Okay. That's not really good evidence, because a lot of people's personalities change when they enter a game about being suspicious and watching your back. That's horrendous evidence, and I think he should be ashamed for bringing that up, because that would not stand up in court. I'm sorry, it just wouldn't. Not that it would be going to court, but you can't say someone's change of personality makes them guilty because you've changed your personality. You one day were laughing and joking, the next day you were completely gunning for Ash out on a random note, on a completely random note. What's going on there? What changed? What changed, Sam? What changed? There was a moment where Ash was trying to speak, and Ash basically said, oh yeah, someone let me know that you were planning a blindside on me. And he was like, who? And she was trying to speak and being like, look, let me talk. And he just kept talking over her. And so she told him to shut up. And then everyone was like, whoa. And I was like, no, tell him to shut up, because he's literally talking over you. I think I'd be in the same situation. It's really frustrating when you're trying to put your point across and someone's speaking over you. And I'm guilty of that. I do it all the time. But like, I do respect, if I'm having like an argument or something, then I respect, like, have your say, and then I'm going to say what I need to say. At least I hope I do. I don't know. Sometimes it's difficult, but I did understand Ash's frustration in that moment, because I was having the same frustration when he just kept on repeating, who. Eventually she did drop Luke and Hannah in it and said, yo, they let me know, and they confirmed that you've been going around saying my name. And that means that you've lied to me. You lied. And that's a trait of a traitor. And I thought, yeah, actually, that's a very, very good point. Because Sam did actually lie to your face. And that does kind of lead him towards being a traitor. Because, as she pointed out earlier on in the episode, why would a faithful lie to a faithful? There's no reason to. So, why was he lying to her? That's irrefutable evidence, in my opinion. That's something that kind of points the finger towards him as opposed to towards Ash. Unfortunately, people are just so blindsided by the fact that Sam is, ooh, Sam couldn't possibly be a traitor if he's trying to get another traitor out. What's going on here? Bought off. Actually bought off. I'm so sick of it. I'm so done. I think I need to have a break after the traitors because I'm getting so pissed off with traitors backstabbing other traitors when I think just work together and win the game. It's not that hard. It really isn't. Are you that selfish with your money that you can't just split £250 three ways? Come on. Oh, God, it's frustrating. It's really, really angering me. Oh, I need to stop getting so upset and worked up over it. Then Ash... I can't even remember who brought it up. I think Sam brought it up. And Sam was like, oh, yeah, Ash, you were planning to blindside Hannah. So now Hannah's like, what? Why has my name been dragged into it? And Ash was like, that is not the case. And then Sam was like, oh, well, these people said that you told them to vote for Hannah. And Ash went, did I tell you to vote for Hannah? And they all went, no, you just said you were sus of Hannah. And she went, yeah, I am sus of Hannah. I can be friends with someone and still be sus of them. And I think that's absolutely fair and valid. She refuted that point very, very well. It really, really did feel like Sam was clutching at straws here. And he just failed once again. And then Roha was like, oh, well, when I came over and asked who you were voting for, what you said Hannah. You said you were all voting for Hannah. And then Hannah's like, what? Why is my name in people's mouths? What's going on? And then Sam was like, no, I never said that. And then Roha was like, actually, no, run the receipts back. I've got them. Let's bring it back. Because, like, you said XYZ, you said XYZ. This person was here, this person was here, this person was here. You said that. So once again, you've lied. You've lied again. So if I'm being 100% honest, this round table should have ended in Sam being voted out. Genuinely, Sam should have been voted out. Because how have you lied twice to two separate people and you're also trying to rally a blindside against someone when, let's be honest, this isn't fucking Big Brother US. This is the traitors. You don't just blindside someone in this game. There's got to be reasons behind it. And currently you have no reasons. You're just, oh yeah, it's Ash. If he'd have been like, it's Ash because she said XYZ, then he probably could have gaslit people into believing that. But he's given no basis for this claim. Other than, yeah, just trust me. Trust me, bro. It's chill. Trust me, bro. She's a traitor. Bought off. Actually, just get lost. Yeah, honestly, I think people need to keep their votes to themselves. I think that needs to be a rule, actually, that you're allowed to talk about voting, but you're not allowed to say who you're voting for. Because this kind of campaigning shouldn't be happening in this game. It's disgusting. It's a vile gameplay tactic. It's not fun. Because it just ruins the fun of the game, I think. Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind you doing it around the round table, but don't spend 2 days building up a blindside against someone. Yeah, tough, honestly. Tough times. So, the voting was as follows. Roar voted for Sam. Ash voted for Sam. Sarah voted for Camille. Sam voted for Ash. Hannah voted for Sarah. Liam voted for Ian. Gloria voted for Ash. Simone voted for Ash. Paul voted for Keith. Keith voted for Ian. Camille voted for Ash. Blake voted for Ash. Ian voted for Ash. Annabelle voted for Ash. And Luke voted for Ash. So there was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 votes for Ash, which was half the table. Yeah, tough. I was gutted to see Ash go, and I think it's gonna give Sam a bit of a free card to just do what he wants, which is frustrating. And it means I've got to now sit through the rest of the series with him smiling and smarming away. But they did get given the choice in the Traitors Tower to murder or to recruit. We do not know the answer to that yet. So that was the end of the episode. So that brings us to the end of our episode. And thank you guys very, very much for watching. The book is closed. It has been done for another episode. Yeah, this was a tough one to sit through. I really liked Ash, and I might check out some of the other shows that she's been on because she is entertaining, she is funny, and yeah, I don't know, there was a really calm vibe about her that I liked. I don't know why, but yeah. So if you liked what you were watching, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well, and I will see you guys in the next episode of probably the Traitors Australia. I'll be 100% honest. I'm going to keep doing this for a while because I am enjoying the series, but my god, it can be frustrating sometimes. So, thank you guys very, very much for watching. Keep on ranting. Bye now.